Morning to you, Cadre. Handle Barber Dave here with another barbershop at home shave. A little bit different today. We're not going to do a straight, and we're going to be using some new soap today. So we are going to be using a Gillette Fatboy with an Astra SP. This is an E1, I believe. And this was, or excuse me, a G1 Fatboy. So I think, I can't remember the code, but sometime in the early 60s, I think 62, 63. This was my wife's father's razor. He used it once and then went to an electric. So basically it was brand new when it was found in a box about, I think probably 2-3 years ago. So special razor there. For our brush, we will be using the Paladin Neptune Clio, and there's no way to give this brush justice until you see it in person. And of course it's got the select badger knot. We're going to be using Brut Splash On Lotion for the aftershave, and then of course Brut Special Reserve Cologne. And the reason why we chose that is we're going to try something that we got in the TSC anniversary, and that is the Willamette Woods by Cherry City Mustache. So thank you very much for this. Obviously I'm not going to load off of this puck, so I'm going to do something also different that I haven't done in a while, and that is do a bowl. And we scooped out a snurtle into the Captain's Choice bowl, and we'll pour that into the brush, which has been soaking, and then we'll go ahead and start loading. I haven't lathered in a bowl in quite some time, so this could be interesting. Right off the bat, it starts lathering very nicely right out of the gate. I probably used a little too much, but it lathers up very, very well. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. We finally broke down and turned on the air conditioner yesterday because it did get into the 90s, I believe. Now I put about a teaspoon of water over the top of the amount of soap that I put in. I have not added any extra water, and I don't think I'm going to have to, quite frankly. So let's see how it lathers on the face. The Willamette Woods has got an interesting fragrance to it. It's woodsy, obviously, but it's got a sweet component into it. Now I don't know what the fragrance notes are, because I did not, obviously the sample doesn't have that on there, but I'm sure that could be checked fairly easily. It was really nice of Cherry City Mustache to give us all those samples in the TSC pack, and we really, Chris, Chad, and I really appreciate it. It's a nice soap. A little bit thin, but that could be the fact that I bowl lathered, and I don't do that very often. I probably added too much water in the beginning, but it builds very nice. I did not have to add any extra water at all. It feels really good on the face. A little bit cooling. I don't know if there's menthol in it. I don't think there is, but it's got a nice fresh feel to it. Smell is probably 2 out of 5 on the strength of scent meter, and it flings good. So builds very nice feeling on the face. Okay, we'll get started. And I've got a brand new Astra SP blade loaded into the Fatboy. I haven't bought a lot of blades lately because I've got a gross of Voscods and Astras, and I don't use my DEs that often, so I don't see the worth in buying anymore. And this, by the way, this Fatboy is set on 7. One thing I've noticed with Astras is they can be a little rough on the first shave. But this is not really showing that today, so it's not too bad. Residual slickness is not bad. As I said, it could be me because of the amount of water I put in, but residual slickness is not bad. The scent fades away fairly quickly once it's rinsed, but nice. It's a nice soap. I would, first impressions, I would give it a T1 rating for me. And that's just, you know, and I'm sure that can change because of the amount of water. And also samples. I've never found that samples to be a reliable gauge for rating a soap. There's just not enough in there to really get a good load off. And if, you know, and depending on whether you use brush or bowl or face lathering, you know, that changes. This lather is a little thin, perfect for a straight, but like I said, I'm more than 100% sure that it was probably the amount of water I put in to bloom the little snurtle that I put in there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and finish up our shave. We're going to go ahead and do the time warp, and we'll see you on the other side. Okay, we're back. Don't think there's really enough residual slickness to do cleanup. I would recommend having some soap. But other than that, a very nice shave. It's been a while since I've used the Fatboy. I think it was a little heavy in a couple spots, but we'll see what the alum. I'm going to use the alum stick again just to see. Actually, not bad at all. I'm not getting any feedback. From the alum at all. So I guess it's okay. Yeah, nice shave. Cherry City Mustache's soaps are definitely worth exploring further. As I said, I think that the samples never really give the soap justice. A little bit thin, but as I said, once again, that's the water I could have put in it. Residual slickness could be a little bit higher, and I would not recommend doing any cleanup passes without any lather because it rinses clean. We're going to use the Brut Splash On. And yes, for those of you wondering, it is a Cholula hot sauce bottle. And I know there's a lot of people that love Brut out there, a lot of people that don't. They call it an old man smell. Well, I'm an old man. But my dad wore this. My wife's dad wore this. Joe Namath got paid millions of dollars to wear this. It's just classic. It's not quite as good as the original Fabergé when Fabergé owned it. I've got a little bit of that left. I don't use it very often. But the reason why I chose this Cholula bottle is this was the Super Hot Cholula Lime. They had this. It was a very limited edition. They have the Cholula Lime, but they didn't have the Super Hot Cholula Lime, and that's what this is. We'll do a little bit of talc, as we do, from the ever-present vintage talc bottle. And we'll finish up with the Brut Special Reserve cologne. This cologne's not bad. I mean, it's cheap. It's inexpensive. It does have, it does give you that Brut smell. A little bit stronger. I would probably put this in the realm of the original Fabergé, because the original, those of you vintage aftershaves, were made much stronger. So the original Fabergé Brut is fantastic, and it's nice and strong. But this is good. Well, that's Barbershop and Home Shave for the day. We hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and check out Cherry City Mustache. Nice soap. Have a good day. Thanks.